Okay, sorry about that. Thanks for coming in today, everybody. Let's do things in this new Carenado product, because you know, for someone that hates Carenado, I sure do buy a lot of their products on Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 chat. But I mean, look at this thing. Look at it. Look at it. It's shiny. It's new. It's a tail wheel. It's got Tundra tires on this version. It has a non-Tundra tire version also. She's fancy. We're going to get rid of that GPS. We don't need that GPS chat. We're going to get rid of that in the settings here in just a second. When I do this, this, there we go. We're going to go ahead and get rid of that. Okay, very good. Oh, there's static elements. I should put the static elements on it. Oh, well. Thanks for coming in today, everybody. Look at her go. It's warm. Let's open a window. It's warm. The ashtray does not work. Let's turn on some batteries, some switches, start her up. We'll prime her first. Clear prop. Probably help if I add some mixture. There we go. Oh, it's so loud. We gotta adjust the volume so I can hear myself think. There we go. Also, should probably get this thing fired up. Why do I have all of these? There we go. Okay. She's running. We're up in altitude here, so let's lean out the mixture a little bit. Alright. I like how it's all like pull knobs and stuff. That's pretty neat. Old school, yo. She trimmed for takeoff? Not yet. Now she is. Now she's trimmed for takeoff. Alright. Nice little mountains out here. So we are at Moose City, right on the border of Canada up here in Montana. And we're going to fly the Flathead River south. We're going to make a stop here at Langton. And then we're going to come over here and go to Ryan Field. Those are some Bush League legend sceneries for the state of Montana. So it's going to be short and sweet, chat. Nothing crazy here. I just want to test fly it, do a little bit of bushy bush down the river, down this way, down to Ryan Field. It's going to be a short stream. That's the plan. Keep it simple. Moose City, we're at 3,908 feet field elevation. Of course, we got this runway 1331. We're just going to take off right to the south because the wind is definitely not looking like a factor. And we're just going to follow the river, fly this thing, see how she goes. Nothing super fancy tonight, except for the fact that it's a new airplane. And as you guys know, I'm not really the one that goes into a whole heck of a lot of the details when it comes to these aircraft, Chad. I'll be honest with you. It's not really my my style. I'm more of just a... Oh my god. It's loud because the window's open. Let's close the window. There we go. It's a little quieter now. I'm more of a plug-and-play kind of guy when it comes to the sim. Look at how she wobbles, though. Ready? Oh my good buddy Sean pointed that out to me when he was test flying it earlier. She's got a nice wiggle to her when you move the tail around a bunch. Look at how the plane, the wings rock and everything. That's kind of neat. I like that. Alright, let's flip her around. And we're gonna go 1 notch flaps. And we are gonna go. Oh, wait. We're not gonna go yet. Oh, don't put it on her nose yet, Mike. Let's not do those things yet. Before we go, I wanted to appreciate the scenery at this airport first, the Bush League Legends scenery, before we go, chat. I'm sorry. I want to do this. I want to appreciate the Bush League Legends crafty work here for Moose City. Got some buildings here. Very nicely done. Really appreciate the crafty work of this little scenery up here, right on the Montana-Canada border. So I wanted to take 5 seconds to appreciate that first. But okay, now we can get back to business. $15 just seems like a good deal. Yeah, I'm gonna fly it really for the first time. Let's see if it's a good deal. It looks like a good deal just visually. Carenado is always known for their good visuals in airplanes, let's be honest, chat. That's like their forte. Well, let's see how it flies. Okay, well, I'm already stalling it out, so that's not good. I gotta get a little better. She's a little squirrely when you get her up on the main wheels there, without a doubt. She was very squirrely just now on the takeoff there, so that's something. I don't know if that's probably wouldn't be that squirrely on the rudder pedals in real life. Might have to adjust some settings there. But we're off. And again, here's the river that we're just gonna follow. Pretty much all the way south to our next little spot here. We're not really going to climb that high. We're not worried about maintaining any specific altitude or anything like that. This is just a pure bush flight. Get a feel for her. She's not super nimble, because I'm like full left on the yoke, full right on the yoke, and she's really slow. So she's a very stable aircraft. No DG in here. All we got is our little compass with our correction card. We got a little altimeter. We've got our attitude indicator, our airspeed. We could have a GPS here, but I took it out. You got vertical speed, you got RPM. That's really all you need. Just the basics. Turn slip indicator. So yeah, it's got everything you need in terms of the basics. Damn, does she look good. Again, you know what you're getting with Carenado. You're getting something that's going to look good and flies acceptable. And this thing looks damn, and I mean damn good. Dub Aviator, thanks for coming in today. I think Melvin Leroy is going to have to whip up his nowhere fasts in this thing. I think this is going to be a good Melvin Leroy Nowhere Fast stream in this preview. And I'm going to convince, I'm sure he's going to buy it himself, but if not, I'm going to convince Melvin to buy this, because this will be right up his alley. Finally, something for us Bush boys that is of high quality and looks really good in the sim. That thing is dynamite. I mean, who could not enjoy that? Oh yeah, the polished aluminum, definitely. It's a classic look, classic airplane. It flies like a classic airplane. It's not super nimble. It's very stable. So it flies like she's old. So she always has, the cylinder head temp is always, we've noticed one thing already, is that it's always, no matter what you do, it's like pretty much maxed out. Once you're in the air, it's completely maxed out. So that's something that they're going to have to work on. Because no matter what I do, I can't get that to change. At least from what I've seen so far. So that's something to keep an eye on. It's something they're going to have to update, fix potentially. Have I crashed it yet? No, I have not crashed it yet. Give me time, chat. Just give me time. I'll crash it at some point. You gotta give me a few minutes to get into crash mode. When we go to try and make a landing in Langton, we'll go and crash. We're gonna go here next. We're gonna go to Langton Airstrip. 3,900 feet elevation. It's 2,400 by 75 foot turf runway. A 1331. We're gonna just land due south right on the 13 there. Pretty much the way we're heading right now. Right along the Flathead River right down here. So we're looking for it. It's going to be off our right side. So off the right side of the river as we're moving south here is where we're going to be looking for the field up ahead. And that's just, we're going to do that, and that'll be our first stop. Oh, you know what? Let me make sure. I almost forgot to put the landing rate meter on, chat. See just how bad my landings are going to be in this thing. Good fixins, thanks for coming in today. I literally just started flying it. So far so good. It looks great. But all Carenado products look great, but I mean, oh, it looks great. Yeah. She's a looker. And she's flying alright. So far I like it. Let's put it that way. So far, I like it a lot. And I'm going to fly the heck out of this thing. This is honestly probably a pretty easy purchase. It's only $15 on the marketplace for Flight Sim 2020 for this Carenado Cessna 170. You get a regular version with wheel pants, like you're going to fly to and from a paved strip, and you get this bush style with the Tundra tires on it. And of course I was going to fly it with the bush style. Has it got red leather seats? No, it looks like it's just regular cloth seats, not red leather. So they skimped out a little bit on the interior, but the exterior is looking mighty fine. Did you check out the Aeroplane Heaven 150? No, I did not. I thought it was a 140, or no, wait, the 140, the Orbix has like a 140 that they put out. I did not check out the Aeroplane Heaven 150. I do like this thing so far. And again, you can't beat the price. For a Carenado product, for it to be only $15 is pretty good, to be honest with you. You remember how I've said in the past, chat, how the Seminole I thought was worth like $20 instead of $30, and the Mooney was worth like $20 instead of $30. This thing, I think $15 is right on the money. I think that's the correct price. So, if it's something that might tickle your fancy, add it even a little bit, I think it's going to be worth the $15. Because so far, flying around, I like it. We're going to see how it lands here in just a second when I find this Mike Tango 60, which is going to be somewhere up here off our right. If I can find it. Someone was telling me about the Waco 2, and I was thinking about the Waco, but then I saw this thing, and yeah, my buddy Sean, the guy that you know as Snow Skier in the chat, everyone, he comes in every now and then. He pointed it out to me in a group chat that I have with him and a few other guys, and needless to say, we did not hesitate. We pretty much both just straight up bought it. I think this is the strip right here behind these trees, chat, if I'm not mistaken. I think like right here. We're gonna overfly it and see if that's the case. It's to the right of the river, and this is like a little strip opening here. I think this is the Lawton. I think that's the name of it. Or Langton. Langton is what we're looking for. So let's fly over here and see if this is what we're looking for. Oh no, these are just some patches of whatever, so I have no idea now what I'm looking for. Oh, there it is, right here. Oh, wow. Okay. Nice and well covered in the bushes there. Yep, there she is. Alright, so we're gonna need... And we're gonna do a right downwind into this sucker. There she blows. Okay. So we'll go ahead and start slowing this beast up. Is it a sale price or will it always... I have no idea. I'll be quite honest with you, good fixins. I have no idea. I just saw it, came out today, and it was listed at $15. And I bought it. And I didn't really hesitate about buying it. So I don't know to answer your question fully. We have someone in the chat is very much encouraging you to buy it, just straight up. I like the peer pressure that's going on in the chat right now to buy this thing. I do. Keep it up, boys, girls. Let's go ahead and turn base. Did I lose this already? I think it's over this way. Turn the final here and see if we can't figure out where it is again. Where are you? Oh, shoot. Oh, we're overshot it. Oh, boy. This is going to be tight. Get the flaps full. Oh, boy. Oh, this will be entertaining for you guys. Whoa, baby. Almost looks like it won't fit. We're going to make it fit. Oh, like a glove. Coming in too hot, though. Will we get stopped in time? We might not stop in time. Uh-oh. We are going to be dead. Oh. Okay. Oh, we didn't die. I don't know how. I think the sim did us some favors, chat. By the way, there's a thunderstorm going on outside my house, so if I disconnect out of nowhere, it means I lost power, just so you guys know in the chat. Well, let's just say that that was not a very good landing. I came in way too fast trying to find this strip. That was, I mean, I should be dead. I think the sim helped me out. I don't think the crash characteristics of this thing, like, it won't really let you nose it over, so there is a little bit of lack of realism, I think, in that respect. But we've noticed that with almost all of the tail dragging airplanes in this sim, is that it really doesn't let you nose it over. So, but again, bear with me if I just randomly disappear out of nowhere. It is because there's a storm outside my window right now, and if I lose power, bye-bye stream. Look at how it wiggles. Ready? I'm going to woggle the airplane and then look at the wing shake. So there's a lot of wiggle and play in it. It's pretty awesome, actually. It's almost like the plane's dancing, chat. I'm going to end up breaking this airplane, probably. At some point in this stream. Anyways, we're going to taxi all the way back and use the whole length of this strip here because I've already shown that I don't have the best flying skills in tailwheel aircraft many times over in this stream. In all of my tailwheel streams. So let's go ahead and give myself more space here. That is why you have that. Yep, I'm very notorious for crashing tail dragging aircraft. Does the tailwheel unlock and swivel? I don't know if there's a lock on it or not, I'll be honest with you. But it looks like it moves. Look at her. Look at her go. Whee! Pilot 23, good to see you. I'm just talking to you 5 seconds ago in the other Discord. Thank you for being here. Let's go ahead and there we go. Alright, let's go ahead and head on to the next spot, which is 2 Mike Tango 1. She's a little squirrely when you get her up on the front wheels. Make sure we don't hit any trees here as we climb out. There we go. Kenny Monster, thanks for stopping by real quick. Enjoy your flight, my friend. This is a short stream, chat. I'm only going to be on for another like 20-30 minutes at the most. I just wanted to get on real quick, show this thing off, and test it out a little bit. I won't be able to stream again for a while because I am not going to stream tomorrow. It's my last day off before I go back to work. I commute to Dallas on Saturday for a 4-day trip, and then I'm going to be pretty busy on the 3 days that I have off even after that 4-day trip, so I might not stream at all next week. It might not be possible for me to stream next week, chat, so it might not be for a couple weeks before I'm on the stream again, depending on how things play out with work and the commute and all that. So figured I'd get a nice quick stream in here today, even though I'm very low energy. We got something new to play with, so we had to come and test it out. Then I might not throw in another stream for a bit, because I gotta get back to work. Work and real life stuff, chat. It sucks. It was a lot more fun when I didn't have to do anything in 2020. It's not actually true. I missed working. I'm glad I'm flying again. Rob Valkyrie, Nick Grezla, thanks for coming in today, gentlemen. We are in this brand new Carenado C170B. Again, I'm going to zoom out a little bit so you guys can see the yoke here. Again, you look at the old school little yoke here. But I'm moving my alpha yoke all the way to the right and all the way to the left. So it is a little bit limited in that respect. I don't know if that's just a setting thing or how the airplane actually is, because I don't know much about this airplane in real life. I'm going to be straight up honest with you guys. I know very little about this airplane in real life. But, Aeroplane Heaven one is a C-140. Okay. Rob Valkyrie is waiting for that Warrior 2. Yeah, it's supposed to be coming out pretty soon too, I've heard. Yeah, that Cessna 140 is essentially this, but smaller and even older. It's even older. This almost kind of looks like it could be an airstrip there, doesn't it, chat? That definitely looks like it could be a little airstrip there, but I don't think it's labeled in the sim. If I was Melvin Leroy, I'd probably go land on that, but we're going to continue on course. Right now I'm flying, we took off out of Langton after almost dying there, and we're going to follow this river pretty much all the way out until where it starts to get big, and when it has the Middle Fork River kind of come into it, we're going to make the quick left turn towards the Middle Fork River, go towards Lake McDonald, but we're not going to get over the Lake McDonald because we're going to go into Ryan Field right here, which is 2 Mike Tango 1, is going to be our next and final stop. Like I said, pretty quick. Just get in, get a feel for the airplane kind of stream, and then I'm going to have a lot more time to mess around with it in the future when I have time, since I am going to be going back to work here. Founder is having an Oshkosh event this Saturday using flight events, so watching the stream seems pretty neat. Yeah, that's what I heard, actually, that there's going to be a little pre-Oshkosh event. I know VATSIM has VAT Venture coming up during the actual time frame that the real Oshkosh is going on as well. I think on the Saturday to go in, and then on the Thursday to go, or Sunday to go Sunday to go in, Thursday to go out, I believe, for the VAT venture. But yeah, I did see that, Rob Valkyrie. I think it was you or someone posted that in the Flying Club. So take a look at that, because that looked pretty neat. November 124, Mike Charlie is looking better and better each time in the sim with all these different airplanes. I'm trying to get a good view of the freaking tail number here, game. There you go. 170. Bush style. Out in the Montana bush. Polished metal. Red stripes. Mountains, rivers, grass strips, tundra tires. Doesn't get any better. This is what this sim was made for, chat. Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 may as well be a bush flight simulator, in my opinion, because it's all about the visuals. And I've said this 6,000 or 7,000 times over in my stream, but this game is all about the visuals. Airplanes like this are making it better and better over time. The physics are still not there, but airplanes like this and the visuals are what are making this sim worth the whatever something. I was like $129 or $20 or $130 I paid for the premium deluxe package. So yeah, I'm having a good time. Appreciate all you guys that have tuned in for stopping by. This was a very impromptu little stream, and again, it's not going to be a super lengthy or long stream. Just wanted to get on and do a little flight with the new bird before I start to get ready for another work trip. I'm repeating myself a lot now. I'm going to stop talking and let you guys enjoy the sounds of Cessna 170. Power on stall, please. I have a feeling that if I try to do a power on stall, that I'm going to spin the shit out of it. You believe in me. I don't know if I believe in me. Maybe towards the end of the stream I'll do it. Just for you. I'm going to go right now to Ryan Field, though. But maybe just for you, I'll take off again and go and see what it looks like in a power on stall. But I have a feeling it'll spin. For now, let me stay on course. We'll get there. She needs a little more nose down trim. River goes in between these mountain valley right here now. This should be nice. We're gonna have some fun little turns to make here momentarily. That view right there. Oh. Tell me that this isn't what this sim was made for right here. get a little woggle. Start an application for the Cadet Academy that American has. Nice. Good luck with that. Well, I want to worry in the Microsoft Flight Sim when there's a turbo arrow. Some people just like to stack their hangars, but I could see the appeal for both. Want the Warrior 2 non-retractable gear. He's a fixed wheel kind of guy, I guess. I'm gonna be good, honestly, with just having the Seminole. That's why I didn't get the Seneca or the Arrow or the Turbo or any of those. I'm gonna be, the only reason why I got this is because this is different. This is Bush. This thing is awesome. MSFS needs a decathlon. Well, if we get to decathlon, then I would have the real 124 Mike Charlie, because apparently November 124 Mike Charlie in real life is a decathlon. That'd be kind of neat. So we're going to get over to 2 Mike Tango 1, which is Ryan Field. We're going to land. After we land, we're going to explore the airplane a little bit, see what little quirks and kinks she's got in her. And then maybe I'll try and take off and do a stall, power on stall, like Mr. Pilot 23 wants to see, which I'm sure is going to make me spin the shit out of it. But we'll save that for the end. Turns out the call sign I chose to fly for the flying club is a clapped out dumpy 172. Well, then it's perfect. Perfect for the flying club. Slow flight, steep turns, power off and on. Oh boy. Now you guys just want to, you're asking for too much for what's supposed to be a short stream tonight. We're gonna hug this mountain now. We're not gonna really follow the river anymore. We're gonna hug the mountain because this river turns into, or splits off to the Middle Fork River, which is gonna take us to Ryan Field. From the guy that doesn't like Carenado flight modes, really don't explore the envelope. You got me there. Alright. Like I said, let me go land at Ryan Field, 2 Mike Tango. We're going to take a look at the inside of the airplane a little bit. Take a look at the airplane a little bit. Then I'll take off, I'll climb up, and I'll go and try and screw around with it a little bit. Leave it to Sean and Ian to apply all the peer pressure to me while I'm streaming. No surprises whatsoever, chat. There's no surprises there. That's just standard procedure. That's just how it works. By the way, you guys are lucky that I'm even streaming tonight. I had a ticket to the Red Bull game tonight, but I actually decided to forego the game, and I gave my ticket away for free to someone else because, I'll be honest with you, it's such shitty, nasty weather in Harrison, New Jersey that the week that I've had, I got rained out trying to go to Citi Field, and just among everything else, I just was not feeling it, chat. As much as I hate to say that, because I'm a huge sports fan and going to games is what I live for, but tonight just wasn't the night. Tonight just wasn't the night. So I'm still going to watch the game on TV, and I hope they win, but... What is the runway configuration at this 2 Mike Tango 1? It's at 3,660 feet. Should be right over here somewhere in this general ballpark, just to the right of the river. It's got a 1533. Must obtain mandatory safety briefing before landing at 2 Mike Tango 1. Oh, look at that. You actually have to go and do a safety briefing before you can land there in real life. That's a neat little thing. Apparently this airport's going to be potentially difficult to get into. Excellent. Need to get to the new crew stadium. So that's the Q2 stadium, right? Is what they called it? Or is that the one that that's what they called it in Cincinnati. What did they call the crew stadium? Or am I right? What did they call it? Q2 might be Cincinnati. Or no, Q2 is, not Cincinnati. Austin. Austin is Q2. Lower.com Field. Oh, okay. Okay. I don't know how I feel about that name. Where is this little strip? I'm pretty sure it should be like right... Is that it right here? Oh, here it is. It's right here. We'll go ahead and do the left down and rush along the mountain here. I gotta do a lot better job of power management on this one because my first landing was absolute garbage because I was just going way too fast. So let's see if I can manage her power and speed a lot better. Do a much more stable approach. There's 2 Mike Tango 1 right off our left wing here. If you guys want to take a guess at the landing rate, you guys can go ahead and make a guess. I am way too high. I have a not so good feeling about this landing again. Gonna overshoot it too? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're coming in way too hot. That's okay. We're gonna make it work. Oh, 1 bounce, 2 bounce, 3 bounce. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Ah, that was awful. I gotta learn how to actually fly and land this thing, huh, chat? Because that's 2 straight terrible landings. Forward pressure on touchdown, reduce the angle attack. Yeah, I know. I gotta get better at landing this thing. I really do. I am aware. So we're gonna park up over here real quick. We'll take a look at the airplane and at the scenery, since this is one of the Bush League Legends sceneries. And then we'll take off and we'll screw around with it a little bit before we call it good. We go ahead and set the old park and brake. We'll go in showcase cam. We'll go into showcase cam game. Thank you. First, we'll take a look at the strip. Again, Bush League Legends strip. This is very nicely done right here. This truck has seen definitely starting to get ingrained into the grass there. It's seen better days. Nice little rock right there. A little outhouse in case you got to do a poop like I do all the time. TMI. You got the light little stones on the edge of the runways there. Got a little. You can even get a little gas over here apparently. Look at that. And you got a couple of guys lined up. Of course, the windsock. So neat little scenery here. Now we'll go and tour the aeroplane. See if I can do this in drone cam. I'm curious if I slow it down a lot. Oh yeah, look at that. Alright, so here you go. Vacuum gauge, oil pressure, oil temperature, cabin temperature. You got your amps, RPM, vertical speed, compass, altimeter. You got a cloak. You got your attitude indicator, airspeed indicator, turn and slip coordinator. Our turn and slip indicator. I think that's what it's called. Terrible. This thing doesn't work. This cylinder temp. They're gonna have to work on that. You got this. What is this? Safe flight. Safe flight indicator stall warning. White Plains, New York. Is that what that says? Yes, it is. Got a radio. Got all your pull switches. It's crazy that this is all like pull and push switches. Oh, I realized I didn't even turn my carpet on the approach. God, I'm an awful pilot. Oh, you got like a little one VOR over there, just in case. What do we got going on back here? Not much going on back here. You do have a fire bottle. Fuel is set to both, or you can switch it to left and right tank. Looks like down there. Hey, the fire bottle's in the green, so that's always good in case we have a fire. Come outside. She looks great. Big Alaska Bush tires. Little bug preventer. What size of the tires? Yeah, I don't think the game's gonna tell me. November 124 Mike Charlie. That's a view and a half right there, chat. I mean, whew. Oh, give me a screenshot of that. Hold on, I actually do have to take a screenshot of that, chat. Give me 1 second. Let's see if I can. Oh, there we go. There it is. That's what you call a money shot. Alright, so it looks good, it flies good, I like it, it's worth $15, chat. Like I said, other Carenado products, it probably weren't worth the $30, but this thing only being on sale for $15, or I don't know if it's a sale price or if they're going to keep it, but for 15 bucks, get it, it's awesome, I like it. If you like bush flying, get it. Rob says, you and I have a different meaning for a money shot. Well, I don't particularly know how to respond to that. Because I know what you mean, but I probably shouldn't say it on the stream. All right, let's go ahead and turn it around. We're gonna take off real quick. We're gonna climb, and we're gonna try to do some steep turns and a power on stall and see if we can't, we're gonna see how badly we can break this thing pretty much now at this point. We'll screw around for a few more minutes before I call it good. Oh yeah, she's still very squirrely when you get her on the nose. Gotta get used to that. So there's an opening right here to our left that we're going to turn into and start climbing up and see if we can't do some maneuvers. Can you even nose her over? I don't think so. I think that's one of those things I was talking about. I was pretty close a bunch of times where it probably should nosed over. So I think they might have prevented it somehow from being able to be nosed over. Like I said, the physics aren't always the best in this sim. We'll leave it at that. It is very easy in X-Plane, that's for sure. That's why I have the emote that I do. Alright, we're not going to go that high. Screw safety. We're going to go ahead and just try and do some steep turns here. Clear left. We'll roll in left. I'd be lying if I said I did not pay attention to what heading I started out at, chat. I'm not gonna lie. We're just gonna say the river is where I go, level out, and then I'll do one to the right. She's very stable in a steep turn. I'll give her that. Very stable. Oh, I hit my wake there. Nice. So that was a good steep turn. I was able to hit my wake. Alright, power on stall. Aw, she doesn't spin. That's a bummer. Oh, but she really does go pretty far nose down. Damn. Let's do a power off stall. Oh my god, she goes nose down. Hello. Okay, a little wild when it brakes on a full stall. That nose goes down a ton. Oh, there we go. I was able to kind of roll it into a spin there. Oh, boy. She's not happy about that. We'll go ahead and recover. Neat. Alright, let's go do one more landing over at 2 Mike Tango 1. See if I can try and somehow do one decent landing in this airplane before I close it up, and then we'll call it good. For real. We're going to call it good when I land at 2 Mike Tango 1 this time. I'm tired. And I'm getting ready to watch the Red Bull game. Actually, remember the carb heat this time. I use my little button that I have set for the carb heat to turn it on. So it's already better. Where is this airfield? I know if I go right up on the mountain, I'll find it eventually because it's right up around here somewhere. I think it's right. Yeah, it's right here. Okay. Open the windows. Okay. I'll open that window. Oh! You baited me. I got baited, chat. Apparently opening the windows in flight makes it crash. Well. That's awkward. 100% did not know that was going to happen. Alright, I believe you. Honestly, I didn't think you would set me up to do that anyway, so I believe you. That's, we'll just write that off as a simism and move on. It's fine. Yeah, Nerdbark, that would not have happened in real life. Another box to check for the fix list. Yes, there's a lot of things that they're still going to need to update and work on this thing to make it better, but it's still worth $15. Just for anyone that's curious of what I think. 4 stars out of 5, worth the 15 bucks. But they've still got some stuff that they need to work on, without a doubt. Does have a GPS in it too, for those that are wondering. This little, I don't know what kind of GPS this would be. I'll be lying if I said I knew, but... it's very basic. I'd like to formally apologize for doing you dirty. Don't worry about it. I was pretty much done anyway. I was more or less done anyway. She's definitely a looker, chat. There's no denying that. I mean, it's hard. It's going to be really hard to compete with shots like that. Oh, so nasty good in terms of the visual quality. As always, Carenado always does good on the visuals. We'll give them that every day of the week. The physics, normal flight characteristics, I'm sure, are probably fine for the real airplane. Doesn't stall great. Steep turns are fine. And then we obviously figured out that the windows can only be opened on the ground currently and not in flight. If you try to open the window in flight, chat, you're going to have a bad time. So we learned that on the stream tonight. Do these guys work? Oh, look, even these guys work. Okay, neat. Got your little fuel gauge over here. And is there another one over here? Sure enough. Tank, half tank. The air vents open. Let air in when you're flying along. So that's kind of cool. So yeah, overall, solid. Like I said, definitely worth the $15 that they want for it. Because you get this version, this Bush version. You also get like a regular commuter version that has like the regular wheels and wheel pants on it. You know, we can check that out real quick. Check that out on the main menu. So what do you guys that are watching, or have been watching, what do you guys think of it? Just from watching me, or if you've already potentially bought it and used it, what do you guys think about it? Obviously, there's still some stuff that they got to work on. I know you're going to be very nitpicky, snow skier, but that's just how you are with everything in the sim, and I'm okay with that. I want to hear maybe what some other people think about it so far, if they've used it, or from what they just saw me do now, what they think of it. Because I think, like I said, it's definitely worth the 15 bucks that they're asking for right now. And it's high quality Carenado product. You know what you're going to get with Carenado. You're going to get good looking, functional. Physics can be here or there. But for me, this is 4 stars out of 5. Just from the quick 1 hour little test that I've done with you guys on the stream here. But I'm curious to see what any of you guys think. We're going to take a look at it real quick in the sim with just like the regular wheel, with the wheel fairings, or the wheel pants as I like to call them, so you guys can see that version too. And then we're going to call it good here. So we'll go into the old showcase cam. Oh, we got ourselves a little blue and gray kind of livery going on here. But that's what she looks like with the wheel fairings, wheel pants, if you will. And yeah, pretty much same deal. Inside is going to be all the same. So she looks good. Can't deny that. She looks damn good. So it's going to do it for me, ladies and gentlemen. Quick, short, sweet, to the point. I have no idea when the next time is I'll be able to stream. It might not be for a couple weeks. How does it handle takeoff and landing, Nerdbark? When you get it up on the 2 wheels during the takeoff, it's a little wobbly. And then on the landing, my landings were terrible. Like, me personally, my landings were awful, so it's hard to say on the landing part, because I think you need to find someone that's maybe a little bit better at flying tailwheel aircraft than me to give you a more appropriate answer. I'm just going to be 100% honest with you on that one. Did they overstress? Yes. The window opening in flight apparently overstressed it and crashed with fixins. That's what happened. So, yeah. Like I said, don't know when the next time we'll be able to stream is, guys, because I'm going to be pretty busy the next couple of weeks with work and some other stuff in real life. But I appreciate for you guys for joining me tonight. Check out this aircraft. I think it's worth the money. I really do. So, definitely, if you're interested in this kind of flying and this kind of airplane, pull that trigger. I'm going to say it right now. Pull the trigger. Let's see. Is there anybody else streaming tonight? Let's see who's streaming tonight. Who are we going to hand off? Who are we going to give a handoff to? Oh, there's a handful of people streaming. What are you doing? What are you doing? See if there's anybody doing anything cool on stream. Stand by, champ. Stand by. Ah, so Starflies is currently also flying this new Microsoft Flight Sim 170. So let's go take a look at her. Chat. We'll host her. So that way you guys can go and see more of it from someone that, honestly, she's probably going to be a way better pilot when it comes to the tailwheel aircraft than I am. So let's go say hi to Starflies. You guys can continue to watch someone that's streaming it. This particular aircraft, thank you guys for coming in today. Have a great night. Stay safe.
But it's X'd out now, so I don't think it's maintained or anything either. I don't think